Hi and welcome. So if you have already watched one of my videos, then you probably know that I am a C-mount enthusiast. And why is that? Because the C-mount lenses are just dirt cheap now. Not all of them, but the majority of them are really cheap. Like I have presented this lens, this 25 millimeter maximum aperture f 1.8 C-mount lens with no brand, but it's a very good, nice and sharp lens, and it's dirt cheap. I bought two of them for $5, right, per piece. And these are great, and I'm using it. I will continue to use them, but like recording myself right now I am on the crop mode 1:3, a preset 5.2K and 14 beats raw, right? And I am on the 24 millimeter f 1.8 lens, and this is okay because I'm not the camera is not that far from me, and I can monitor myself, and I can change, the focus if I want. So that's not that difficult. But generally the difficulty is really with focusing. And that's why I'm searching lenses that I can hack or change it, modify it to be able to control the focusing from a distance. And I have already made modified a 50 millimeter where I have a remote control and I can just control it from a distance, the focusing, and it's working great. I'm really happy with it. But that's a 50 millimeter. It's a little bit way far away. And then I modified another cool zoom lens, a C-mount Fujinon TV zoom lens, where I could control the aperture, the focusing and the zooming from a distance, and that's amazing. But being a C-mount, I was limited to some kind of presets, and I don't really have a lot of choices, and I just hate when I'm really limited to presets, so I cannot do whatever I want, so I don't have the freedom of choice. And that's why I'm still searching for lenses where there's a motorized focusing or something, and then I can hack it, and then I can do it remotely. This is to record myself, like this kind of shots. And I find one. Today I want to present you this project that I'm continuing. So this is another Fujinon TV zoom lens, C6X 17.5 EM with a maximum aperture of f1.8, and it's a C-mount lens. It's a C-mount lens, right? And it's a zoom lens, so I can go from 17.5 to 105. So that's a cool zoom range, but in this case I'm really not interested about the zoom. What it's nice about this lens, the feature that it has a macro capability. So when I'm at the 17.5 millimeters, after that there's a possibility of macro. Let me just you can see it here. And what is nice that this zoom can be controlled, so it's a motorized one, and it can be controlled, via these buttons here. So hook up to a DC current, like a 12 volts DC current. I can control it, the zoom via these buttons, and can zoom in, zoom out, motorized one. So this is really, cool and nice feature. But obviously, the nicest feature and what I want to exploit is the macro. So let me just show you a little bit the lens. So yeah, here you can see I have a macro feature, and that if I can control remotely, it will help me, to focus, to be able to focus from a distance. So I can be wherever I want, and I am still able, because this macro adjustment is just helps in focusing. So this is really a cool feature. So I'm not interested in using the zoom feature, the motorized zoom, but here the macro feature, it will help me. It will be a focusing feature for me. So the idea is this lens, right? The idea of this lens is to transform it, in fact, this motor to be able to control wirelessly. And obviously, I will be able to do this. And I have already, bought this thing, right? This thing. Now, this is what helps me to do this kind of awesome things. So this part is, an electronic part that I can, connect with the DC current, and then the DC current I can control it via this remote control, and I will be able to, focus from distance. So, and what I like about this lens is that this lens, in the 17.5 millimeter, I can use it with the crop mode one by one, but the preset 3K. 3K, it's a very nice, very good preset, and it really helps me. It will help me creatively, so I can manage. So with 3K, it can be okay, So I am really, really hooked up, and I want to check out, I want to transform this lens, because this project, again, another project. I mean, what I really need right now is really a focal length that is a little bit, wide angle, because I have like tight angles, like 50 millimeter. I already have it, right? But 50 millimeter, I mean, indoors or many occasions is just, it needs space, quite a lot of space. Then I had, as I told you, that zoom, with the base 10 millimeters. It's cool. It's really wide, but I am tied up with the crop mode, 1:1 preset 1280p, and I mean, it's a shame not to be able to use it with higher, better presets. And this one, it allows me, because I have already checked it out. Of course, I had to modify the mount, the C mount, and this one is working with the 3K, so that's a good thing. And because it has a motorized zoom, and with the macro features, I can use it as, focusing. So, and if you want to know from where this is coming from, and you want to buy for yourself also, this is the camera from where it comes from. And I bought this camera also. I mean, it was a bargain. And what is cool, this camera actually functions. This camera is Continental Edison, and this camera, what has, you see, that lens, the lens that you have already see it, and this camera was for broadcasting, so it's a shoulder mount, right? like this. And what is cool is that, in the back, you can see it. It works with 12 volts. So I have connected to the source with 12 volts. And I could see that it's working and it's functioning quite nicely. I would like to test this one. I mean, I would like to hook up this camera to capture card, but it has a VTR 10-pin exit, and I don't know how to connect, how to digitalize the signal coming out from this camera. But I'm sure I will find a modality, because this, I would like to try and to go outside and film. I mean, I can do it like 12 volts, so I have already the external battery. I can go outside, but I need to figure it out how to capture the image from this one. So this is really a nice camera. From this camera is coming, so Continental Edison color camera, and from this camera you can have it this zoom lens. And yes, I just wanted to share with you this project because I'm really enthusiastic about, this camera, and I will show you after that I have finished, that I have, modified. Maybe I will record when I'm modifying it. I mean, it's really not difficult. The idea is that this small piece of controlling, the pulse of the motor, so I can just stop the motor. I will try to find a place where to fit it here, and that's it. So I will keep you informed, maybe record it when I do the modification. And yeah, it will be cool to have a 17.5 millimeter focal length lens, able to control the focusing remotely, and be able to use it with Canon Eos Magic Lantern 1x1 preset 3K. Of course, it works with the 2.8K, 2.5K also, if it works with the 3K, but 3K is the maximum, and 3K, it's quite nice preset as 2.8, 2.5K also. But of course, as always, the best one is the one that I'm using right now, the 5.2K and 14 bits with the crop mode 1x3. So stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit the thumbs up button. This is to show support to my work, to my projects, and see you in my next video. Bye bye.